It's time for grassroots racers and fans to gather round. Welcome to the Racing Roundup Show. Thanks for joining us for our landmark 40th season. We are your destination for news and interviews within the Wisconsin racing scene, the upper Midwest, and from the world of motorsports. The Racing Roundup Show is America's longest running weekly motorsports show held in front of a live audience. You still have time to join the racing crowd for tonight's show. And now, here is the host of the Racing Roundup Show, Jim Trado.
Hey gang, how are you? Thanks for joining us on a Tuesday night. We're hanging out with you on this August 20th evening. The fans are blowing inside, the beautiful weather's outside, and guess what? It's race week at the Milwaukee Mile. NASCAR playoffs begin at the Milwaukee Mile this coming Sunday, August 25th. Get your tickets at MilwaukeeMileRacing.com. 2 weeks' time, they race twice on Labor Day weekend with the IndyCar Series coming to the Milwaukee Mile right across the street from where we are. We're at Polly's Pub and Eatery, 81st and Greenfield. Come on down and join the racing crowd. We got great giveaways after the program and a great show to present to you this evening. I want to remind you that we have a TV show every Saturday as well, airing in Milwaukee on CW18. Every Saturday, 30 minutes of our show on CW18 Milwaukee at 11:30 a.m. on Saturday mornings. We're also live every Tuesday night on Facebook Live and live on demand and through our website, RacingRoundupShow.com. On our YouTube channel, hit the like and subscribe button and share it with your friends. Love to see what you guys are doing and thinking and where you're watching our show from, whether it be tonight or it's shot night on Friday with your buddies. We'd love to know where you guys are watching our show and taking it all in. We also have a way to win IndyCar tickets later on as you email contest that. So you don't have to be here at Polly's tonight, but if you want to email to win some really cool IndyCar tickets, we'll tell you more about that here on the program in a few moments. We want you to ask us to support our sponsors. This little sign in front of me says 40 years of our show. It's amazing. We've been doing this long. We have every bit of the credit to the sponsors that have been part of our show for a long time. We want to thank our friends at Oak Creek Automotive, Anderson's Pure Maple Syrup, Bonafide Security Solutions, Great Lakes Dragaway, and others that make this show possible. We have NASCAR and IndyCar tickets to give away tonight after the show as well. Subject to be on the show tonight, what's on right now? We got Jeff Wessel. Yeah, he went to Knoxville last week. He said, Jim, when can I get on? I got to talk about Knoxville. HRP is cooking. So Jeff Wessel's on the show tonight. Just off the boat, literally 24 hours ago, Mark Wimberly from Making Memories Travel is here. He went on an Alaskan cruise with his family. We're talking to Mark about how much fun that was and how much fun you can have with Making Memories Travel, doing all the hard work for you and having a great time. We'll talk more about his wonderful work and how Making Memories Travel can make your dream vacation, your bucket list to Alaska or wherever you want to go, a reality. We also are thankful that we have a driver that brought her trophy with her. She won the feature a couple weeks ago at Wilmot Raceway. We got to have her on. Trinity Utech is here with her trophy and with her family. Thank you, Trinity, for being part of the show. Fresh from the Alaskan Cruise, we talked about Mark being here. Bill Holland's here tonight as well. We're going in the groove with several big Wisconsin short track races. We also have Dean Strom tonight talking about short track racing. He's going to be a busy guy this coming weekend. He's headed to Daytona International Speedway to be Track PA this weekend in Daytona, while I'm hanging out with everybody else here at the Milwaukee Mile. It's going to be a lot of fun. Lots to cover on the show, near and far, short track results, the world of racing. You got it right here. Polly's Pub and Eatery, 81st and Greenfield. We'll be right back.
Thanks for tuning in to the Racing Roundup Show. Check out our website, RacingRoundupShow.com, and like our show on Facebook. Join us on Twitter and Instagram at Racing Roundup. We're coming right back after these messages from our awesome show sponsors.
Add value and beauty to your home or commercial property with professional landscaping from Central Services Company, Incorporated. The team at Central Services is their personal choice of over 45 years of satisfied customers in Southeast Wisconsin for landscape design, construction, and grounds maintenance. Call Central Services at 262-548-0005 for all your landscaping and lawn care needs. No job is too large or too small. From lawn fertilization and weed control to award-winning landscape construction and building your backyard patio oasis, Central Services is your full-service landscape company. Call the experts at Central Services at 262-548-0005 for a free, no-obligation consultation at your home or business. Find out why Central Services can provide you with the visual difference in the art of landscaping and lawn care. Call 262-548-0005. Central Services, the visual difference in landscaping.
Walter Inc. is hiring. Walter is on a mission to move, store, and power the world more efficiently. Walter is a rapidly growing forklift distributor and is currently seeking skilled technicians to repair forklifts, industrial batteries, generators, and beyond. Apply today at walterinc.com/careers. Walter is looking for mechanically inclined individuals to join the racers that work there. Become part of a team that is connected like family and committed to making an impact. Discover open technician positions and more at wolterinc.com/careers.
Since 1997, Weir's Machine has been innovating the finest products in the racing industry. We also manufacture the Ultra Force load machines and develop the Ultra Force suspension software, which allow you to take your program to the next level. Proudly made in the USA, champions across the country choose Weir's Machine and Ultra Force to take them to victory lane. Shop now at weirsmachine.com and ultraforcetech.com.
And now to Cruise Alaska with Making Memories Travel next September. Enjoy an unforgettable 7-day Alaskan cruise from Vancouver on the Norwegian Jade. Juneau and Hubbard Glacier are just two of the cities that await you. Hike up snow-capped mountains and witness majestic whales splash in the Pacific. Then come back on board to catch an amazing show, followed by a starlit stroll on the top deck. Breathtaking views, all the amenities, all the memories. Cruise Alaska. Contact Mark at Making Memories Travel today.
Like our show on Facebook and share our content with other race fans. We hope to see you at one of our upcoming shows too. Join racers, other race fans, and win prizes. Now let's get back to more of the Racing Roundup Show.
Oh, yeah, we're hanging out here at Polly's Pub and Eatery, 81st and Greenfield. Come on down and join the racing crowd. We got Itch's 28 Ford sitting out front. We got a bunch of people in here hanging out with you. Food's being served. It's all sorts of fun, and it's a big night. Number one, my dad, Vern, is here. Dad is here. He's spent every day of the Wisconsin State Fair playing every afternoon at 4 o'clock. It's been a week or so. I think he's ready to go back at it. My dad's here tonight, so if you ever want to ask about Dad with playing the concertina, you can ask him tonight yourself. Come on down to Polly's Pub and Eatery. It's a lot of fun. And we're so happy to see that Milwaukee Motorsports writer for the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel, the biggest pen in the state, Dave Coleman's hanging out with us tonight, too, so it's a pretty good deal to hang out with us. You never know who's going to be walking in and hanging out with us. It's a lot of fun to be part of the Racing Roundup Show gang here at Polly's Pub and Eatery. Hey, if you're looking to buy or sell a home or commercial property, choose the Rapina Group Coldwell Banker Home Sale Realty. List and buy with confidence. Hire a realtor that has the knowledge and expertise to get your deal done. Not all realtors are the same. Knowledge is power. Hire knowledge. Choose Coldwell Banker Home Sale Realty and sell your house with the Rapina Group. Visit rapinagroup.com. And it's about time to stock up on Victory Fuel. They now have 3 flavors. This is fresh from Knoxville Raceway. This is the Purple Potion. 3 different flavors to choose from now. You can save money by going online to buy drink at drinkvictory.com. Drinkvictory.com. This is a drink fueled by electrolytes. No caffeine. No fancy stuff. It's all good. Kid-friendly. No coloring. Low sugar. Daily vitamins. It's all in this can. The Purple Potion is out. I heard it tastes delicious. I'm going to try some after the show. We have some to give away tonight as well. If you want to buy your own and have it shipped to your front door, go to drinkvictory.com, and in the checkout, there's a little show box. Right there, you hit show. Promo box, SHOW, click show. You save yourself 10% on the order and have some fun and ship yourself a 12-pack or a case or all 3 flavors in a combo. Good to see that stuff. Thanks to Kevin Swindell and his company for hanging out with us doing just that, making sure people know about Victory Fuel, developed by racers and developed by Kevin Swindell. It's naturally sweetened and kid-friendly because there's no caffeine or carbonation in it either. So it's kind of cool. It's a very refreshing drink with a bunch of vitamins in it. We are now super energized by the gentleman sitting next to me. Jeff Wessel spent a long time racing. He's still around racing. He loves racing. He's now kind of handling the day-to-day at Hefner Racing Products. Let's welcome back Jeff Wessel to the Racing Roundup Show. Jeff, thanks for coming back on.
Thanks for having me, Jim. Good to see everybody. It is literally every time I walk in the doors of Polly's Pub and Eatery for the Racing Roundup Show, a racing reunion of family and friends. So thanks for having me. It's great to be back.
A lot of things going on. We're in the middle of now figuring out this is the month of money for sprint cars racing nationally. You deal with people worldwide. What's it been like at HRP these days when it comes to racing products developing and going out the door?
Things have been hopping, especially before the month of money, before we get to the Kings Royal and Knoxville Nationals, all the other big races, in even things out west down in California. This time of year for us as a company, we're gearing up for all the orders that are shipped out to Australia and New Zealand. So as it maybe becomes a lull in business here, stateside, Midwest, and things as the racing seasons are winding down. Now we're gearing up with cargo containers that are arriving to Hefner Racing Products that we are filling with wings and all sorts of components, and it's a great thing to have because once that business slows down, then we're gearing up for February for all the racing to kick up down in Florida.
Volusia, here we go. Yep. It's all over the place.
So it's a great stretch. It's my favorite time of the year. I've said it time and time again on this show, especially Knoxville Nationals. It's the most wonderful time of the year, and I always jokingly say Knoxville, Iowa is my happy place.
And you went again this year. How many years have you been going?
Well over 30-plus years. I've only missed one Knoxville Nationals in 30-plus years, and it's a great thing that it happened. My mother, who lives in Henderson, Nevada, made an error on her booking dates to come visit us here in August 3 years ago, and she forgot that it was Knoxville Nationals.
Oh, boy.
While she insisted that I go, I want to see my mom, so it was great that she came, and that story in itself, and I don't think we talked about it, that was the year Donnie Schatz won the Knoxville Nationals basically 3 years ago.
Yeah.
I was back home at the shop Wednesday morning prior to the Knoxville Nationals. Donnie Schatz gives me a call.
That's the first prelim night, so he knows what he wants.
And that's the night he's running.
And he's calling you that day.
And yes. Jeff, are you at Knoxville? No. Are you coming to Knoxville? No. Well, I want to buy Jason Sides a mule, but I don't want him to know about it.
No way.
So how can we pull this off? And I was like, we can pull it off. Todd and Christy Hefner are down there. I'll give them a call. We'll make things happen. We had a whole scheme inked in, and it worked up until roughly 10 seconds into the conversation. Jason Sides said, that Donnie. He kind of figured out what was going on. He knew who it came from.
Was it already there on property?
Wasn't there because we let Jason and the team kind of choose their options and custom build it.
Okay.
They have it, and they have it now for Landon. But the cool caveat to that, while I was back at home, glad my mom was over, things were great, sitting at home in the living room and watching Donnie Schatz win that A-Main, who Donnie is my favorite sprint car driver.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there crying because it's so great. The first person that came up to Donnie in Victory Lane was Jason Sides that year.
No way.
So that was cool. That's my awesome little story there. And every time we see them here on out, I always bring up that story. Oh, my God, Donnie, remember that call? Or
well,
Jason?
think about what you guys do. You guys, out of necessity, started making wings from a metal manufacturing company. We learned that when you were on our show earlier this year. Now we got Troy here, his daughters Kennedy and Alex working the company. You're here working on behalf of the company. It's cool to have the ability to say, what do racers need? They're coming to us. We can build them the right stuff. They know that. What have you guys been working on lately?
Well, one of the things, and it's something we've worked with in the past. It's coming back to fruition, a qualifying wing for sprint car racing. We've seen it for many years, and we have made them in the past, just a lighter material. Actually a thinner material, which makes a lighter wing that the guys are throwing on the cars just for qualifying specific. And we did it for a few years, walked away from it for a while because things just got a little bit too hectic at the shop, and it's slowly coming back at the request of a lot of the racers. So that's neat to see, and just overall how technology has changed, even on our manufacturing process, has been great because we're able to build all of our components, whether it be sprint car wings, chassis components, Troy's 9-inch rear ends. The technology that we see at the shop and the equipment makes it that much easier for us to get product out the door.
You mentioned mules. If you don't know, you've seen those beautiful machines that look like they're a rolling toolbox. There's more to it than that. Race teams are now reliant upon the fact that they need the equipment right now in the work area or in the infield to make sure their race cars finish. And these guys are doing it professionally. Mules are really something that has outgrown just the push truck or the quad to get it to the infield. Now these are fully equipped for the teams to grab and go at a hurry. They've got bars sticking out of them for dirt late models, and they got to change tires in a second and a half. No different than sprint cars with the tires sitting on top. I mean, there's a lot that goes into that. It must be like a constant Lego puzzle saying, what else can we build here? What can we go over here? Can't be too heavy here. They got to cross weight. They got to balance this out. There's 3 guys. They now have 4 guys in this thing. I mean, there's a lot that you guys get to kind of mold, don't you?
Continually refined.
That's the word. I was trying to get to that word. I couldn't figure it out.
Continued improvement and refining things is what I say when I'm talking with Todd and Troy and our great staff at Hefner Racing Products. The mules themselves, and if we go back through the pictures of 20 years ago And and hopefully I'm not mistaken, but I believe that all kind of came about through Sammy Swindell talking with Todd, looking for a vehicle that they could utilize. And Todd and Troy are some of the most amazing, smartest people I know, and how they can come up and imagine things and what is needed in the racing industry. The mules are just continue to get better and refine themselves from just a vehicle that was used to, like you said, haul tires and some wrenches and some tools. Where now we got backup cameras for safety to make sure things are great there.
I'm sure you
do. The suspensions are refined, and the mule that we had on display at the Knoxville Nationals, we still have it, which is great because it's going to be our marquee at the PRI show. Instead of having an onboard gasoline generator, we now have a full power bank like an electric car. While the mule itself has the Kawasaki engine for its power plant, but to be able to run the air compressor, the lights, the USB charging systems, it's on this beautiful power bank, and it's neat to see how technology has evolved in motorsports. It's not just the race cars that make passenger cars that much better and safer. It's neat to see the things that we manufacture and how it evolves in basically every platform of motorsports.
Wow, I can't wait to see all the bells and whistles going off and making noise and looking bright. And I'm guessing if we give Troy enough time, we'll probably put it on a train track, 8 feet suspended in the air. It's just going to kind of do a couple laps around your booth.
We're going to try it. In fact, we have built mules that, and I keep telling Todd and Troy that we need a party one. You know me, I'm always a good time Charlie.
Oh yeah.
But we have actually built where customers have requested Sirius satellite radio, and it's cool to see. So it's nice, and I look forward to displaying the one that we had Knoxville it debut. It's going to be kind of changed up a little bit for PRI, which is so close to me. It's far away. We're talking December, but for what I do, it's there in minutes. But no, it's nice to see. It's great to be a part of.
Jeff, where can we find out more about Hefner Racing products and the fine stuff you guys have, including cabinetry for your trailers?
Yes, sir.
If you want to put something special in there, or if you have something that you're trying to fit smaller or bigger in a trailer, you guys have compartments that are different sizes. You have different cabinetry. You got different shelving.
We have every aspect of trailer accessories. No matter what you race, no matter what you do, whether it be snowmobiling, UTVing, kart racing, everywhere up to NASCAR to IndyCar, we have products for trailers that we build. Cord hangers, drill holders, the cabinets, hrpracing.com. Simple and easy.
Simple and easy, hrpracing.com. Want a big hand, everybody, for Jeff Wessel and the Hefner Bunch for coming out, guys. Thanks for coming down. That's awesome.
Great to be back. Now it's time to continue my family reunion.
Thanks again for your support of our show as well. We're coming right back. We're talking about cruising now. We had a bunch of fun with Jeff. Guess what? You can find out more about how to go on a cruise with Making Memories Travel. Mark literally just got off the boat. 24 hours ago from Alaska. So we'll talk to Mark with Making Memories Travel, one of our great supporters, and also the originator of the Bickles Bon Voyage Cruise. We're going to talk about all sorts of cool things and how much he loves racing, living so close to Slinger Super Speedway. We'll be right back after these messages.
Join the racing crowd every Tuesday night at 6 p.m. Central all season long. Share what you love about short track racing on our Facebook page and on Twitter and Instagram at Racing Roundup. We'll be right back with more of the Racing Roundup Show.
Adams Towing offers expert heavy-duty towing services for the entire state of Wisconsin from their Plover headquarters. Since 1961, 3 generations of heavy-duty towing specialists and racing supporters have provided towing, flatbed, and reload service, plus winching and upright, long boom service, truck starting, and cleanup. Adams Towing proudly sponsors Ryan Farrell's Super Late Model team. Put Adams Towing and their experienced team and their fleet of heavy-duty tow trucks and rollbacks to work for you. Call Adams Towing today at 715-344-3836.
Get your whole family involved in affordable, competitive kart racing at Millwright Raceway in Dousman, Wisconsin, home of the Badger Kart Club. Walk the pit area, talk to racers, and check out the action from the grandstands. There's a play area for the kids and great food at the concession stand. Spectator admission is free. Badger Kart Club points racers and National Touring Series race on the challenging paved road course most Sundays from April through September. Badger Kart Club is well established and well respected. There's 15 classes and over 100 drivers racing every week. From ages 5 to 75, kart racing offers competition for generations of racers of all ages. Bring the kids and check out kart racing for yourself at one of America's finest kart tracks. This is where Alan Kowicki, Danica Patrick, Sam Mayer, and Josh Kowicki got their start. Millwright Raceway is just south of I-94 in Dousman, 35 miles west of Milwaukee, and 45 miles east of Madison. For all the latest information, directions, and race schedule, visit BadgerKartClub.com.
For 427-1000. American Foundation. Cracks and leaks in your basement, have no fears. We've been fixing those things for over 60 years. Trust and dedication, that's American Foundation.
Call American right now for huge savings.
427-1000. American Foundation.
When we decided to get our crack leaky basement done, I am so glad we called American Foundation. It gave us a sense of confidence, and it gave us our basement back.
And it was the right choice.
Thank you very much.
American Foundation Specialist has been fixing basements since 1947. Satisfied customers are the future at American. Call American for huge savings at
427-1000. American Foundation.
Precise Auto and Truck Accessories is your one-stop shop when it comes to adding style and functionality to your vehicles. Owner and late model racer Mike Grunberg has 15 years of experience installing window tinting, cat skin leather, seat heaters and seat coolers. There's a million accessories available. Ladder racks, trailer hitches, detailing, remote starters, and more. Precise Auto and Truck Accessories in Wisconsin Dells is a WeatherTech Diamond dealer. Bring your vehicle to the trusted guy, Mike Grunberg at Precise Auto and Truck Accessories.
The Racing Roundup Show is dedicated to showcasing grassroots racers and national stars of our sport. If you're a fan of NASCAR, four-wheel, two-wheel, road racing, drag racing, or the short track scene, you are in the right place. Welcome back to the Racing Roundup Show.
We are back on a Tuesday evening, hanging out with you at Polly's Pub and Eatery. I encourage you to come down next Tuesday. We're back here at Polly's Pub and Eatery as well. Having fun with our friends is what we do. We love the fact that Faye Hendricks is here every week with her husband Jim, hanging out with us, taking pictures. We put on our socials. My son Sam does a great job sharing that. Share what you love about our show. Our show's website is racingroundupshow.com. If you want to win really cool IndyCar tickets, send us an email at racingroundup@gmail.com. We got 238th row tickets for Saturday and Sunday of Labor Day weekend. That's one of our giveaways. We're giving away regular tickets tonight. We got a big drawing. If you want to email in your entry, just type in win IndyCar tickets in the subject line and email that to racingroundup@gmail.com. Enter as often as you wish. We're going to pull a winner next week before the big race at the mile. We also have bottles of Anderson's maple syrup to give out tonight. We have a set of 4 race tickets to Dells Raceway Park. It's always family fun entertainment on Saturday nights. We have car washes from Full Service Car Wash, an original, third generation, locally, family owned, and operated Milwaukee small business since 1986. Unlimited car washes start at just $14.99 a month. Full Service Car Wash is the best deal for keeping your car clean with locations in Hills Corners, Wauwatosa, Grafton, and West Bend. We also have cans of the new Victory Fuel Purple Potion. Thank you to Bob Kalinsky Jr. for bringing them back from Knoxville. We have 2 tickets to this Friday night's Howie Little Classic at Madison International Speedway. Midwest Tour, Midwest Truck Series in action this Friday night. The Howie Little Classic is happening. We have 2 tickets to give away to that tonight as well. Racing T-shirts, die-cast cars. Trinity UTEC brought some T-shirts to give away tonight. Thank you, Trinity, from her team collection. We also have collectibles from Greenfield Gallery on Facebook, where they're always buying your racing collections. Look for Greenfield Gallery Sales 2 on eBay. And we have tickets to give away to the Milwaukee Mile. This weekend's a big race weekend in the Milwaukee Mile. It's NASCAR Sunday. ARCA Menard Series, Sprecher 150 at noon. Followed at 3 o'clock by the first race of the NASCAR playoffs. The LiUNA 175 NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series race is happening at the Milwaukee Mile, right across the street from Paulie's, right here. It'll be a lot of fun. Hope to see you there on Sunday. Here's also another reminder to watch our Saturday TV show on CW18 Milwaukee. Features 30 minutes of our content from weekly shows. It airs Saturday mornings, 11:30 on CW18 Milwaukee. Welcome back to the Racing Roundup Show. We're glad to have you with us on this program. We've got a lot of people to talk to and thank about racing and the passion they have. And of course, the sports fans are rabid when it comes to motorsports. Let's welcome in our next guest, a great friend of the show, Mark Wimberly with Making Memories Travel. Mark, welcome to the show.
Thank you, thank you.
You are fresh, literally fresh off the boat. You went on an Alaskan cruise with your family. So you really love what you do, and you get to take your family on occasion.
Yes, I got off the boat Sunday morning about 8 o'clock.
Alaskan cruise. Tell me about what you guys did. Not just on the boat, but everything that was involved.
Well, we took 60 people, so it was not only just our family, but it was a small group.
Okay.
Okay, we went in and out of Seattle. The ship did. It actually was the same ship as Bickle's Bon Voyage, so it was the Encore.
Yeah.
No rain. The weather was absolutely perfect. Whale watching. They had to slow the ship down for whales. It was incredible.
So you were literally just riding along this beautiful shoreline. I saw a couple of your pictures you posted each day of just the things you got to see, not
Yeah.
just you and your wife hanging out on the deck. I mean, these are unbelievable views you could just kind of peer at for hours.
Yes. Yep. And my daughter is now hooked on
Yeah?
cruising. It was her first one, and I'm
Really?
I'm getting text messages all the time. Let's go. Let's go. Let's do this.
What were the things she's still just giddy about?
Just the service. It's really a floating first class hotel. It's equivalent to any of the hotels that you would see in Vegas. It's with a go-kart track.
So did they repair the go-kart track after Bickle and Hansen went on the track? Because there's a go-kart track literally on the boat. You can go as many times as you want.
There were a couple divots in there yet. I think they slowed them down a little bit. So it might be where they got together. I don't know.
That's where we first got encountered with you. But you don't live too far from Slinger Super Speedway, so you've got this racing bug pretty deep in you, don't you?
Yeah, I grew up literally 2 miles from the speedway, and you can hear them every night. And I remember running in there with my brother, and when Bickle was running there weekly, and we'd end up get 20 people in with one stamp, and then reverse it and do all kinds of stuff to get in. That just, once it's in your blood, it's in your blood.
And when it comes to racing, I mean, you're around the sport all the time. You're always trying to find the unique ways to attract racing fans. What's the one thing you could say to the race fan that knows about loyalty, knows about fun, and says, you know what, I got to try something different. I've already done this vacation a couple times. I've never done this. You might get those calls all the time at Making Members Travel, don't you?
Yeah, we get them. You know, how to with the cruise, the way I do everything, everything's included up front. There's no hidden fees, no gotcha charges. It's usually an unlimited beverage package. You know, racers like their beer, so.
Yep.
Wisconsin people like their alcohol.
Well, if I recall, the Norwegian cruise
Encore
you're on has 16 different craft beers on tap.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember that from just talking about the Bickles Bonavide Cruise. Plus, there's obviously a full bar.
Yes, there's a full bar.
Restaurants everywhere.
Yep. Drinks are included up to $15. If it's over that, then you pay the difference. But 95% of everything, other than the highest level, is included in the package.
So when somebody calls, how often do you have to spend 20, 30 minutes just qualifying what they really want to do? Because they might have seen your advertisement, or they might have said, hey, I saw your logo on James Swan's Midwest truck. How do I get a travel package from you? Or are you booking airlines as well? What do you guys all handle?
We do everything. We're full service. I'll book you a one-night hotel in Madison for the National Short Track Championships coming up in the Dells.
Yeah, wow.
So we do everything from planning to executing it. If you're on board, we have private functions, meet and greets. If there's enough people that want to do a racetrack, we can rent the racetrack for a couple hours or whatnot. Everything can be customized to what you need and what you want.
Wow. Hanging out with Mark Wimberly from Making Memories Travel. The website is mymmtravel.com, right?
Yeah.
That's a lot of work to keep people happy, and you're happy making them happy.
Yes.
You said there's a small group of 60 people. I mean, you deal with a lot of people.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I took one last year to Alaska. It was 380 guests.
Wow.
So it's nothing's too big or too small for us. When it's a passion, it's not work.
Yeah. When it comes to different cruises and offers, I know you guys do some European stuff too.
Yes.
What's on the offering for 2025?
For 2025, we have a 10-day Greek cruise on the Norwegian Prima. It's in and out of Athens, Greece. It stops in Turkey, and then it hits every island in Greece. And for 2026, which is selling really well, we are using Princess. We're using their ship, the Enchanted Princess. We're doing a Croatian cruise. It's 7 nights from Rome, with stops in Dubrovnik, Split, Montenegro, one island in Greece, and then back to Naples and Pompeii.
So how much do you have to know about these ports you get to go to, or tell people how cool it is when you get the chance to do it on one of your cruises?
I do my research so that everybody has something. And on every trip, like in Alaska, I'll do a private excursion for whale watching or taking the train up to White Pass Mountain or whatever. There's always something that I offer everybody, so all they have to do is show up and go.
Wow. So literally you just pack your bags.
Pack your
got
bags.
Everything figured out.
Pack your bags and go. Bring a strong liver, and you'll be good to go.
What I'm always amazed at is every now and then I have an hour to kill when I work at the Homestead Miami Speedway doing public address with my friend Dean Strom. We sometimes have a later flight on Mondays. We're like, what are you going to do? So we drove down by the docks where a lot of these cruise ships are docked in Miami. I'm sure they're based in the Bahamas, but they port there. That's where a lot of the cruise originates from in the Caribbean. These things are huge.
Yeah.
They're bigger than hotels. I mean, they're a massive structure.
The ship,
got a lot of amenities.
The ship that we were on, the Encore, is over 3 football fields long, 20 stories high. And they can spin that on a dime, and within they got it down to a art form.
Mark, where can we find out more about Making Memories Travel and what you get to do every day?
You can look up mymmtravel.com. Email is makingmemoriestravel.com, or you can call or text me directly at 262-5 527-1341.
Got it all down. And I've got some business cards, too. If you join us on a Tuesday night, I've got Mark's cards. I think they're waterproof for a reason. Take them with you anywhere you want to go, right? They're nice and laminated, so you can keep that handy when you want to go cruising with Making Memories Travel. Have a big hand for Mark Werberly joining us here today for Making Memories Travel. Mark, thanks.
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate it a bunch. And guess what, Mark? I got more to talk about. We want to tell you guys here at our show and listening to our show and watching our show that Mark has given us a very nice gift to give away. We'll do it after tonight's show. Mark, what'd you bring to give away tonight?
$250 gift certificate towards any 7-night or longer cruise or any all-inclusive package of your choice.
Wow. Thank you. That's really cool.
One thing I quick want to add.
Yeah.
If anybody's looking to do Sandals vacations and all-inclusive at Sandals, we are a Sandals preferred agency as well, so we're one of the top 10.
Wait a minute. You're one of the top 10 in Wisconsin or everywhere?
In Wisconsin with Sandals.
Wow, that's a lot of people that leave Wisconsin to go to Sandals.
Number one in the Midwest in Norwegian sales.
And you have a lot to do with that. How many people are in your office working this?
3.
Wow. You guys are doing a lot of good things for a lot of good people.
Yeah, we try.
What's your return rate, I'd say, of customers coming back to you?
90%. I'm guessing 90%.
I believe it. Once you go, you got to go back, right?
And you can check out our Google reviews. Those are all honest reviews. I don't pay for anybody to come on there and leave reviews. So.
And I would think even if somebody's like, you know what, I really was hoping for this or really hoping for that, I hope they tell you in person because keyboard warriors can do so many things, but in reality, you are a people person. You are talking to them on the phone. You're talking to them in person to get their take on things.
That's the hardest thing about planning something. You want to qualify everything that they're looking for to give them exactly what they want. My biggest thing is it's your vacation. You tell me what you want. Now, budget obviously has something to do with it. If your budget's $2,000, we're not going to look at going to Alaska or something like that. We'll figure out what would work for you, and go from there.
Good stuff. mymmtravel.com. Making Memories Travel can work magic for you. Honestly, you guys do great things. Thanks for your support of our show. Love to have you on our program. How about a big hand again for Mark Wimberly, everybody, for Making Memories Travel. Thanks for getting off the boat and joining us here.
Yeah.
Literally. Thank you, Mark.
I want to go back.
I'm sure you do. We'll be right back with Christian Eckes, the NASCAR Truck Series regular season champion. He's joining us live via video next.
Join the racing crowd every Tuesday night at 6 p.m. Central all season long. Contact us on our website, racingroundupshow.com. We'll be right back with more of the Upper Midwest and Wisconsin racing scene, NASCAR, and the world of motorsports.
See the stars and cars of the Midwest Tour in Fade Madison International Speedway. Friday night, August 23rd. It's the $5,000 to win Howie Leto Classic 100. See super late models and Midwest trucks on Wisconsin's fastest half mile. Plus the area's biggest and best fireworks display. Advanced discount tickets at MISRacing.com. The ASA Midwest Tour. The Howie Leto Classic. Plus our gigantic fireworks display. Friday night, August 23rd. Madison International Speedway. It's the last big race of the year, and you just gotta be there.
Olson's Outdoor Power Equipment is a fully equipped parts, sales, and service dealer of quality mowers, snow throws, trimmers, chainsaws, and more. Olson services what they sell, does warranty service work on big box store mowers, and their expert service technicians are ready to get your equipment running right. Put their stock parts department and friendly, knowledgeable staff to work for you. Visit the racers at Olson's Outdoor Power Equipment today at 14323 West College Avenue, just 1 mile east of Moreland Road in Muskego. Olson'sPower.com. Olson's Power Equipment.
At Automatic Transmission Design, we know your vehicle is important to you. When your transmission needs servicing, take it to the best. ATD in Germantown, Wisconsin. ATD understands how important it is to get your vehicle fixed right the first time. When you take your vehicle to ATD, our ASE trained technicians will run diagnostic tests to pinpoint the exact problem and answer any questions you may have before repairs begin. ATD has been providing high-quality, honest repairs to customers for over 15 years. We service all makes and models using the best parts and equipment available. When you come to ATD, you will get an honest assessment of the problem, simple explanations, experienced technicians, competitive pricing, high-quality parts, and their 100% guarantee. Money is not the goal at ATD. It is the result of fixing the problem and returning the vehicle to you. That is their goal. The next time your vehicle needs quality transmission service, give Charlie a call at 262-251-7777 or visit autotransdesign.com.
Jiffy Lube has locations across Wisconsin to serve you. Visit jiffylube.com to locate your store and to find the latest coupons and promotional offers. You're greeted by a friendly and knowledgeable staff. Grab a water or coffee and know you and your vehicle are in good hands. Windshield wipers, new tires, and alignments are a few of the many services offered. Jiffy Lube proudly features Pennzoil. There's a whole lot more than no appointment drive-up oil changes at Jiffy Lube. Welcome to personalized car care. Wisconsin race fans, find your store at jiffylube.com.
Organize like the pros with Hefner Racing products. Take your trailer to the next level. Upgrade your garage, streamline your shop. Whether you're tearing up the track or tackling home projects, Hefner Racing Products has you covered with the best made and widest variety of organizational accessories made right here in Wisconsin. Shop online now at hrpracing.com.
Mower Series at Olson Outdoor Power is raising the bar on performance with smarter controls, longer run times, and more comfort. Add in layaway and financing from Olson's, and there's no lawn you can't conquer. Buy the best from the best. Gravely at Olson's Outdoor Power, Muskego.
Check out our website, RacingRoundupShow.com, to watch show archives, see photos from decades of our program, and links to support our awesome show advertisers. Now let's get back to more of the Racing Roundup Show.
Welcome back to the program on a Tuesday evening. A big weekend coming up at the Milwaukee Mile. The NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series is here in Wisconsin. Looking forward to seeing you at one of our shows on a Tuesday evening, but we're so excited to have our next guest on the program. This portion of our 40th season of the Racing Roundup Show is brought to you by Allied Resource Recovery. You turn your recycled metals into cash. ARR has locations in West Allis and Waukesha. For their full list of accepted materials, ARR1938.com is the website to go to. We are pleased to have our next guest join us live via video. He's going to be a busy guy this weekend. Welcome back to the Racing Roundup Show. It's the Interstate Batteries of Southeast Wisconsin NASCAR Report. Joining us right now, live via video, is a driver who's going to be really busy this Sunday, winning a race and advancing in the playoffs, the regular season champ for the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series. Christian Eck is joining us. Christian, welcome to Wisconsin and the Racing Roundup Show.
Yeah, thanks for having me on. I like the sound of that. I'd like to win in Milwaukee, make these next couple weeks pretty easy, advancing into the round of 8.
I'm gonna give you some numbers. You may not realize this. Christian Eckes is really good. I've gotten to know Christian when he started racing in the ARCA Menard Series. Spent 3 seasons there, part-time, full-time. Won the championship after even missing a race. You've been a pleasure to watch progress and move towards what you are now achieving, a chance to win the championship and doing so well in the regular season. These are the numbers that he put together on flat tracks last year and this year. 3rd at the Milwaukee Mile last year. Okay, pretty decent stuff, right? Yeah, really good stuff. Well, guess what? He also finished 2nd at IRP, 3rd at Gateway, that's Worldwide Technology Raceway, last year. He won the Phoenix Finale last November, finished 5th in points. This year, I think you're doing okay on that front too, Christian. You still got this string going here. 2nd at Richmond this year, 2nd at IRP in the last 2 races. 1 Martinsville, 2nd at Gateway. I'd say you're pretty much flat out good, man. What do you credit your McAnally-Hilgeman racing team success on the flat tracks here in the Truck Series?
Yeah, I think it's a little bit of both. I've always been really good at the flat tracks for whatever reason, going back to ARCA, like you mentioned earlier, and in the Truck Series as well. I've always kind of had a knack for that. So between that and just some really fast race trucks lately, it doesn't really matter what track I've been on here recently. They've just been super fast and drive really well. And it's a combination of everything for sure, but enjoy the flat tracks for sure.
And how much does that key on when you look at the playoffs? I know that Milwaukee is the first race in the playoffs. There's not 10 races. You got to make it work. There's only 25 entire races all season. This will be race number 18 coming up this Sunday at the Milwaukee Mile. Sunday afternoon, 3 o'clock, we kick things off in the Laguna 175. But when you look at the schedule, do you find yourself wanting to have different trucks for different kinds of tracks that may land in the playoffs and may get you into the playoffs and then beyond?
Yeah, for sure. This weekend, for instance, we have a brand new truck that we intend to go here with and then go straight to Phoenix with. That's what we did last year. We ran the same truck at Milwaukee and Phoenix and just kind of left it on ice for a couple months. Wish we could have raced it for a championship, but it worked out pretty well. Finished 3rd at Milwaukee last year and, like you said, won Phoenix. So brand new bullet for this weekend among the other really fast trucks that we have, which is credit to Bill McAnally. I think I have 7 or 8 new trucks since I've joined the team. So it's incredibly impressive when it comes to that, and just proud to be a part of it.
second year, I think now, right? Full-time with McAnally Hillman Racing after spending some time with some really good teams in the Truck Series. I want to find out more about this team. People may not know about Bill Hilgeman's a Wisconsin businessman that is the team co-owner of this team, so it's kind of cool you have that Wisconsin connection with you. Do you find yourself talking to him a lot, or is he more of a silent partner in the operation because Bill McAnally is so established in what he's doing?
Yeah, I would say that he's more of a silent partner for sure, but he's very involved in a lot. They've been in a bunch of racetracks this year. I think they were at Bristol when we won, or maybe it was Martinsville. It was one of them. So it's cool to always have them in victory lane and have them around. And yeah, no, Bill McAnally's leadership is second to none. We've really turned this team into a race-winning, championship contending organization. Which is what we set out to do at the beginning of last year. Bill didn't have a top five, a single one in 2022. He brought me in and made the promise that he was going to make it right and make the team what it is today, and he's delivered on that. So it's been cool to be kind of a part of the come up on this team, and yeah, just hopefully we can check the final box of things that we set out to do here in Phoenix.
McAnally Hillman Racing this year has 3 trucks of the 10 trucks in the NASCAR playoffs. That's saying something as well, with 2 new teammates to boot. That had to be something kind of cool. How much do you guys conspire? How much does Chevrolet have a play in this? How much do you find yourself, Christian, now saying, okay, I was that young kid just a couple years ago. Now I got Daniel Dye asking me a ton of questions. Now I got Tyler Ankrum, who's got some established time, but now racing in fast trucks and wanting to know more about what you're doing to get those wins behind you. What's that been like this year?
Yeah, it's been interesting for sure. The addition of 2 more teams this year hasn't been, I'd say, perfectly smooth. There's always some growing pains when you have new teammates, even for us. We had some new team members, so it was a little bit of, a little bit of a struggle in the beginning, but we've really come on strong here recently. All the teams are running well. Daniel finished second a couple weeks ago in Nashville. Tyler's been running consistently top 5, top 10. After some struggles in the midsummer. So I feel like the whole team's in a really good spot. Not only that, but our alliance with CR7, they're in every meeting. They have all the information that we do. So they're basically a teammate in that aspect. So technically we have 4 in the playoffs right now. And that just speaks volumes to all the men and women that work at McAnally Hillman Racing to get this thing going.
And the CR7 driver this year is the defending winner of the Milwaukee Lion 175, Grant Enfinger. Grant's a great resource. He's 30-some years old. He's been around a while. He's certainly been in championship contention for a while, and he's learning with that new team. I'm glad to hear that affiliation is still following through and doing well. Last year, Grant said, I've never raced Milwaukee. I wonder if I can get an ARCA ride. And he did. He finished 4th, and he ended up winning the truck race. He said, man, I'm glad I got that seat time. Has that temptation gotten to you, or are you just so focused on the truck series that Milwaukee may or may not have been an option for you to do both races on Sunday?
Yeah, it'd be nice to do them for sure, just to get a little bit more track time. But as of right now, just really focus on the truck. I don't necessarily do great going back and forth. I kind of like to be in the same vehicle all weekend and just focus on that. So, not necessarily something I do, but I do lean on Grant a lot, and I feel like our 2 teams work together the tightest of McAnally and our alliances. Like just the other day, I was running his truck on sim. He does the same for us, and we kind of bounce things off each other, and same with our crew chiefs Charles and Ike and Jeff Stankiewicz. So it's been cool to have him. I worked with him some at Thor Sport, and now to have even more of a tighter knit group, I guess, has been cool.
Yeah, the names you mentioned, that's a lot of knowledge, man. Charles has been around a long time as an engineer, now crew chief. You got Stankiewicz coming back in the Xfinity Series to work with Grant like he did in the ARCA Series, and so many others, including Sheldon Creed. I mean, that's got to be a lot of information that you guys have to cram into what will be a 20-minute practice on Saturday, followed by qualifying, like 10 minutes after that. This is all part of the plan. How much time do you spend, literally daytime, punching in 9 to 5 or 8 to 8, whatever it is, getting ready for races like we'll see in this Sunday at Milwaukee?
Yeah, I don't think it ever slows down or ever shuts off. All of us, to compete at a high level, no matter what series it is, you have to do it on a daily, hourly basis. So, every time that you start playoff racing, you always find that extra notch for whatever reason. And it's not that you're not trying in a regular season. You just, all of a sudden, you're like, oh, I could be doing this. I could be doing this. I could be doing this. So it's especially busy when you get to the playoffs. And same things with the teams. It's not like they weren't trying during the year, but they're like, maybe I'll spend a little bit extra time on this or a little bit more time on this. So busy times for sure. And then the truck is looking good because of that, and I feel like I'm very prepared because of that. So, I'm excited for the weekend to get the playoffs started for sure.
Big time, and you got a big trophy that you're going to get handed on Sunday afternoon. I'm told you're going to get the regular season championship trophy that comes with bonus points as well that goes towards forward in the championship. And I'm looking forward to seeing you race for the win on Sunday in Milwaukee. Fans can meet Christian. There's a driver autograph session we hope all the drivers participate in. It's Sunday morning at 11:15. Sunday morning, 11:15. You got to get a wristband at 10 in the morning on Sunday. And the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series driver autograph session will take place at 11:15 for just 30 minutes, because then we're going to ARCA races, and these guys are going back to racing for the playoff win and moving on in the playoffs. How about a big hand, everybody, for Christian Eckes joining us here in Milwaukee via the live video. We wish you well. We'll see you in a few days.
Yeah, thanks, Jim. I appreciate it.
Christian, love having you on. Thanks, man. Congrats, champ. And I said that when he won the ARCA championship, and I could say congrats, champ, again. Wish you the best. We'll see you at the Milwaukee Mile this weekend. Pretty cool to have Christian Eckes and those kind of people hanging out with us here on the Racing Roundup Show. We've done this show for 40 years. We love talking to Mario Andretti, Christian Eckes, 5-year-old kart racers. We love what we do on the show. We'll be right back with more on this edition of the Racing Roundup Show.
Thanks for tuning in to the Racing Roundup Show. Check out our website, racingroundupshow.com, and like our show on Facebook. Join us on Twitter and Instagram at Racing Roundup. We're coming right back after these messages from our awesome show sponsors.
Danny Lynch's at the corner of Highway 100 and Lincoln is a great place to watch NASCAR races, Packer games, Brewer games, and to meet up with your friends. Joey and Jim Lynch pride themselves on their friendly hospitality and welcome Racing Roundup listeners to stop in to watch all the races on their 14 TVs and flat screens. Danny Lynch's at the corner of Highway 100 and Lincoln has been a longtime supporter of racers, including National Road Racing Motorcycle Champion Dan Belansky. Relax around the big neighborhood bar with 2 pool tables and dartboards surrounded by TVs. Whether you're meeting up before the game, want to watch the races with race fans, or just want to grab a cold one, head to Danny Lynch's at the corner of Highway 100 Lincoln and West Dallas.
This Saturday at Dell's Raceway Park, it's the Walbeck Classic presented by Auto Value Parts Stores. See 5 exciting divisions of racing featuring the CWRA Super Late models in a twin feature event, a 50-lap late model feature, plus the UMA mods, bandits, and bandos. Event gates open at 3, qualifying at 4:30, green light racing at 6. Get your advance tickets online now at DellsRacewayPark.com. Dell's Raceway Park, located 2 miles west of I-90-94 and exit 85, just off Highway 12. Dell's Raceway Park, Wisconsin's best racing entertainment.
427-1000 American Foundation.
When your foundation is in need of repair, you need 3 things: an honest opinion, quality work, and fair prices. Call American.
Trust and dedication. That's American Foundation.
Call American right now for huge savings.
427-1000 American Foundation.
Bobby Gutnick and the technicians at Oak Creek Automotive on South 27th Street in Drexel are experts in automotive repair. For 35 years and counting, the Napa Certified Car Care Center at Oak Creek Automotive handles emission testing, tires, and complete auto, truck, and SUV repair. From oil changes to transmission replacement. 414-761-3250 to schedule your free inspection appointment. For all your vehicle repair needs, head to South 27th in Drexel to the experts at Oak Creek Automotive.
Grassroots drag racing is open to everyone at Great Lakes Dragway in Union Grove. Make GLD your home track. Come and enjoy the show or challenge your friends to be part of the show. Bracket racing for all classes and juniors opens this weekend. Pro classes, street classes, and even bikes and sled classes. Check our website for the most updated calendar and upcoming big shows. GreatLakesDragaway.com.
Like our show on Facebook and share our content with other race fans. We hope to see you at one of our upcoming shows too. Join racers, other race fans, and win prizes. Now let's get back to more of the Racing Roundup Show.
Welcome back to the Racing Roundup program on this Tuesday night, August 20th. Yep, the summer's flying by. Lots going on. This portion of the show is brought to you by the Midwest Truck Series. They're back in action this coming Friday night. This portion of the show is brought to you by Midwest Truck Series, which is supported by Pathfinder Chassis and Grand Route Performance. The next series races this Friday night. It's the Howie Letto Classic, presented by Hogan Farms at Madison International Speedway. It's part of the ASA Midwest Tour, Midwest Tour Point Series, man. They're cooking it right there. Gabe Summers just won This past weekend, Dean Strom will be covering that as he was there at Hawkeye Down Speedway. This coming Friday night, another big race at Madison International Speedway. We have tickets to give away after the show as well. MidwestTruckSeries.com is the website to find out more about what they're doing this year. Lots going on. Points leader changed, I think, again after last race. I would like to see you at one of our shows, and maybe we'll catch you at one of the races in the Midwest Truck Series. I got to sit in the stands and watch our next guest on the racetrack race, and my son and I were like, yep, she's getting the hang of this. She's getting the hang of this. That was on a Tuesday night back in June. It's pretty cool to now welcome in our driver, who is the Anderson's Maple Syrup Racing Short Track Spotlight driver of our show. Welcome back to the Racing Roundup Show. Anderson's Maple Syrup Racing has a short track spotlight. We decided to put on this next guest. She won her very first feature event this past summer. She won the heat race, she won the feature, and she's right in the thick of things in the Wisconsin Wingless Sprints. Let's welcome in Trinity Utek to the show. Trinity, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm excited. Your dad said, would you like Trinity on the show? And I think I was like, I didn't even read the whole thing. I said, yes. That was so cool to know that you bagged a victory and a heat race win to back that up to say, you know what? I'm here. I'm winning these things.
And that was my first heat race win ever, too.
Wow.
So first heat race win, first feature win the same night.
How was that at Wilmot Raceway? Because as my son Sam and I were watching, like, yep, she's got it, she's got it, she's got it.
Well, I always, whenever I'm here, I talk about the history with my family there. And winning a feature there is just so, makes me so proud of myself and our team to, get that win. And I'm surprised I was the first female also to even do it. I didn't know that until like a couple hours later when someone came up to me and said, you're the first female to ever do that. And I'm like, what have we been doing?
Wait, in Wisconsin Wingless?
In the Wisconsin Wingless.
Wow.
I had no idea. I thought I'm very proud to be that person to do that.
Trinity is one of 8 UTEC family members that have raced at Wilmot Raceway. Your dad's here. I talked to your grandma about it. She's like, yeah, there's a lot of us that have raced there. That's kind of cool. You get that tradition and that family. Who was there that night that you were like, okay, where's dad? Where's mom? Where's my cousin? Where's my uncle? Are they here? Are they going to help me celebrate this?
Well, my dad and my grandpa were the only ones there that night.
Okay.
But I know my dad did call my mom right when I won. And my mom said he was screaming a little bit on the phone, super excited. And I was screaming in my car a little bit excited.
I'm sure.
So, it was a very exciting race. And my grandpa came out there. He was super emotional. My other grandpa is here tonight, so happy to have him here. And it's just a very big family thing, as we always talk about.
And when I did say, you asked me on Trinity on the show, said, can you bring the trophy? How much have you had that trophy on a dining room table? Have you taken it to work with you? I mean, it's pretty cool knowing you bagged a big victory and you got the trophy to show for it.
Well, the day after I won the feature, I came home and I was telling all my roommates, I have 6 roommates in Whitewater. I go to Whitewater for marketing, and I had them all sit down in our movie room, and I said, you guys are going to watch this feature because I won this race. This is amazing. They all watched it, and we put this trophy in our kitchen, and every time someone came over, I was like, hey, that's my trophy. I won this race, this huge race, and I was so excited. And I'm beyond excited. It still hasn't wore off. Getting a 5th on Saturday too is pretty great as well.
And it's almost like you're almost expecting now to perform at that level, right? You got the breakthrough victory, 5th on Saturday night, and that place was packed. It was during the fair. The bumper to bumper IR Outlaw Sprints were there. Wisconsin Wingless were there. Everybody was there. And you guys ran another top 5. How'd that night go?
That was another night of a lot of UTECs. When the IRA comes to town, that's when we're all there. You can't walk through the pits without seeing one of us. We all have the UTEC nose, and once you see one of us, you see all of us. So
that's the neat thing about it, though. You're still with family. The family got to be part of that again with you guys.
Yeah, that was and then going and talking to all the other UTECs and congratulating me. My cousin just got married on August 10th, so I saw them also there. But again, another congratulations because it's a win is a win. So
yes,
very impressive.
How are you sitting in the season points now? Because it's very competitive in the Wisconsin Wingless Sprints. They don't just race at Wilmot. There's a traveling series as part of this component as well.
I'm 9th right now. That's as of August 3rd. They haven't updated the points in a few weeks, but as of now, I'm sitting 9th in points. I'm hoping to get a little higher up with the next couple races as I'm doing pretty well. Hopefully I can keep moving up.
So I've never driven a wingless sprint car. Never driven a sprint car on dirt. Someday I wish I would have. I got to do some serious lawn burning in a go-kart my brother got out of some yard somewhere. We had a bunch of fun. Burned the motor up, anything else. When it comes to now, as I witnessed with my son saying, she's got it, she's figuring this out. You are not I've seen you run the inside, somewhat conservative at times. But now it's like, she went to the top. She's going to pass him. You passed Chris Klemko, I think, for a position in the heat race. I was watching. I'm like, all right, here we go. And you had to go to the top to get it. What's that feeling like now that you have that confidence going into these things now?
Anyone that knows me knows I am never going up to the top.
That's why I'm like, hey, wait a minute.
I'm never going up there unless I really have to. And I've been working, me and my dad have been working on me rolling the middle. And not a lot of people have been, from what I've seen, have been able to do it well. And that's what I'm trying to capitalize on, that middle lane. And that's what I did when I won, is I was rolling the middle and no one else was in there. So it was honestly just a free lane for me to go around everybody in that spot. So that's what I've been trying to do, is roll that middle, and it's been working out well for me so far. I've been capitalizing on that spot, and that's why I personally think I've been doing as well as I have been.
Yeah, and it comes down to small things that add up to big things, because the motors themselves are so equal. The cars appear to be very equally matched when it comes to who's got the better bottom end, who's got a better launch off the corner. It's like, no, who's got the better roll, who's got the speed, because you only have so much you can work with.
Yeah, I mean, all the cars are the same, so it's really just a driver versus driver race at this point. And I can't say how many other great drivers are in this division. You know, I'm competing against people that have raced against my dad or my grandpa for years and years and years. They have more racing experience than I've been alive. So it's honestly an honor to just race with these, other drivers at the racetrack as well.
What's it like when the kids come up to you after the races or before the races?
It's pretty exciting. I was in their shoes at one point. I always say when little girls want to get into racing, I say, get in a go-kart first. That's where I started. Get in a go-kart, get some experience, and then move up as far as you can. And I hope to continue racing, hopefully 410s one day, but continue racing as long as I can.
Student at University of Whitewater, a lot going on in your life. We also want to find out where you are on social so we can follow your racing to get to the racetrack to see you race. What's your social stuff?
I'm at Trinity UTech Racing number 7 on Facebook, and I don't have an Instagram yet, but that will be soon.
Follow along, or better yet, show up. Where's your next race?
Wilmot.
All right, there we go. Come on out and see Trinity UTech race on Saturday night at Wilmot Raceway. WilmotRaceway.com has the schedule information there. How about a big hand for Trinity UTech for joining us tonight? Bring in the trophy, bring in the family. Thanks, Trinity.
Thank you.
Part of our Racing Roundup show. Love to have you join us on a Tuesday night program as well. We'll be right back with more of this edition of the Racing Roundup show.
Join the racing crowd every Tuesday night at 6 p.m. Central all season long. Share what you love about short track racing on our Facebook page and on Twitter and Instagram at Racing Roundup. We'll be right back with more of the Racing Roundup show.
Greenfield Gallery wants to buy your racing collection. Do you have die-cast cars from IndyCar, Sprint Car, or short tracks? Greenfield Gallery wants them. If you have old racing programs, racing photos, and negatives, Greenfield Gallery wants those too. Contact Ralph Hibbert Jr. at Greenfield Gallery, who wants to buy your racing collection. Ralph also has an ever-changing eBay store full of racing collectibles. Search Greenfield Gallery. Email Ralph right now to get connected. His email address is ralph@greenfieldgallery.net.
For your next purge or project, go with the pros. Source Services. Champion driver and Wisconsin Short Track Hall of Famer Dan Source founded Source Services in 1988 with one truck, one employee, and a tireless work ethic. Through the dedicated work of Dan and his employees, Source Services LLC is Southeast from Wisconsin's leading waste container rental company. Dropped and picked up by professionals, you can rent a dumpster for up to 60 days. Source Services sorts and recycles to reduce the amount of waste going into landfills. Go with the pros at sourceservices.com.
Eliminate the hassles of planning a trip to the races. Hook up with Boring Bob's escorted NASCAR racing tours. Boring Bob offers transportation, lodging, race tickets, nightlife, shuttle service, and more. Boring Bob knows all the back roads into and out of the racetrack to get you in and out fast. Pick one or pick them all. Go in style to Daytona, Bristol, Phoenix, Las Vegas, and more. He has decades of experience and industry contacts galore. You name the race, let Boring Bob do the rest. Call Boring Bob today to make plans now to go on one of Boring Bob's famous escorted NASCAR racing tours. Boring Bob's always at 414-321-1307. That's 414-321-1307.
ARR has been recycling for over 80 years and is here to help. Take them your recyclable metals and they'll pay you cash. ARR buys aluminum, brass, copper, lead, and steel. And attention contractors, ARR has a bonus program just for you that puts more cash in your pocket. And who doesn't like more cash? Find their full list of accepted materials at ARR1938.com. ARR with locations in West Allis and Waukesha. If you have questions, give them a call. 414-321-4134. ARR Recycling. since 1938.
Get your whole family involved in affordable, competitive kart racing at Millwright Raceway in Dousman, Wisconsin, home of the Badger Kart Club. Walk the pit area, talk to racers, and check out the action from the grandstands. There's a play area for the kids and great food at the concession stand. Spectator admission is free. Badger Kart Club points racers and National Touring Series race on the challenging paved road course most Sundays from April through September. Badger Kart Club is well established and well respected. There's 15 classes and over 100 drivers racing every week. From ages 5 to 75, kart racing offers competition for generations of racers of all ages. Bring the kids and check out kart racing for yourself at one of America's finest kart tracks. This is where Alan Kowicki, Danica Patrick, Sam Mayer, and Josh Palicki got their start. Millwright Raceway is just south of I-94 in Dousman, 35 miles west of Milwaukee, and 45 miles east of Madison. For all the latest information, directions, and race schedule, visit BadgerKartClub.com.
The Racing Roundup Show is dedicated to showcasing grassroots racers and national stars of our sport. If you're a fan of NASCAR, four-wheel, two-wheel, road racing, drag racing, or the short track scene, you are in the right place. Welcome back to the Racing Roundup Show.
Welcome back to our program. We're happy to have you here on a Tuesday evening. We'd like to welcome you back to Polly's Pub and Eatery next Tuesday for another great show. We'll recap the Milwaukee Mile NASCAR race and preview the IndyCar race coming to the mile on Labor Day weekend. 2 races, 2 days, the Milwaukee Hy-Vee 250s. We have tickets to give away tonight, and you also can register to win some really cool weekend passes to the IndyCar races by sending an email to Win IndyCar Tickets. That's Win IndyCar Tickets, the subject line. Email it to racingroundup@gmail.com. See the racers at Schlafer Auto Body and Sales in Lennon for your next auto body repair and your daily driver or fleet of work trucks. They got you covered. They work with all insurance companies. They got you since 1974. 4 generations of racers have been getting it done the right way. They work with all insurance companies, as we mentioned, and they are really good at what they do. Classic car restorations, daily drivers, you got it. Danny Schlafer, his dad Al, and his mom Debbie, they all work really hard with a bunch of really dedicated people to do some really cool things in body work. So check them out, Schlafer Auto Body and Sales in Lannon. IndyCars, Joseph Dugard won the IndyCar Series race last Saturday night at Worldwide Technology Raceway outside of St. Louis. That's a flat 1 mile and a quarter racetrack with Milwaukee Mile tendencies, if you know what I mean. It was Newgarden's 5th win in the last 9 races. They're out the Portland road course this weekend. Wisconsin proud Yuvan Sundaramurthy. Hey, he scored his first podium in the Indy Next Series. Congratulations, Yuvan. Good to see him doing that at St. Louis on the Oval. The Hy-Vee 250s will be 2 points-paying races, one on Saturday evening starting at 5:30 on Labor Day weekend, August 31st. The other early in the day on Sunday. First IndyCar on track is 3:35 to 6 p.m. practice for the first time since 2015. IndyCar is back at the mile. They were practicing on Friday evening, followed by an autograph session in the fan midway. Talked about I can win IndyCar tickets. We have a pair of IndyCar tickets to give away to Saturday and Sunday after the show tonight at Polly's Pub and Eatery. I talked about NASCAR. I got all excited when I talked to Christian Eckes. I do want to tell you that I was at Michigan International Speedway over the weekend. They rained out after lap 51 on Sunday, finished it up on Monday. Tyler Reddick won for the first time. Ford didn't win in 9 races at Michigan, the 10th race actually. Reddick just, had pure speed. He and his teammate Bubba Wallace both did. Tyler Reddick wins the race and said, hey, I got to tell you, I'm thinking a lot about my friend, my mentor in dirt racing, Scott Bloomquist. Bloomquist literally, when Tyler was 15, took him under his wing and went dirt racing with him around the country. Our friend Faye Hendricks continues to show pictures on occasion back in 2014, 15, whatever year that was. She was actually at Volusia. So is Tyler Reddick, a long-haired, freaky little kid, racing dirt late models with the big boys. He did it with Scott Bloomquist. So I'm glad to see he got the win and dedicated that victory to Scott Bloomquist, who passed away tragically Friday in an airplane incident near his home property in Tennessee, and a vintage plane he was flying. It went down. They don't know exactly all the causes, but it's sad to see that one of racing's all-time greats has passed on, and the win was dedicated to Scott Bloomquist. The Saturday's Xfinity Series race, man, that was crazy. A car flipped over on Monday in the Cup race. That was Corey LaJoie. He was okay. Ryan Sieg got a really fast Ford until the last lap. They got together. He flipped over on the backstretch, went end over end. Both drivers are okay. Franklin's Sam Mayer started Saturday with making some headlines. On Saturday, he was announced as the new driver in 2025 for Haas factory team. He and Sheldon Creed are leaving their respective teams after the end of this year, and there'll be a 2-car team with Ford Performance and the Haas factory team. Cole Custer moving to Cup in the Ole Stewart Haas franchise. They're going to keep that charter for a 1-Cup team. Sammy and Sheldon Creed will be teammates next year for the NASCAR Xfinity Series. They all head off this weekend at Daytona International Speedway, where Dean Strom will be putting his short track gear away for a little bit to be on the PA at the World Center of Racing. And we bring in Dean Strom right now to tell us more about all the things you get to do, Dean. You got to go to Iowa this past weekend. You got to see some racing all the weekends.
Hard to beat going to Iowa.
Yeah.
Well, pretty much the only thing that beats going to Iowa is going
welcome
to
to the show, by the
Daytona.
way. Dean's on the show, just so you guys know. I got to officially welcome Dean Strong to the show.
Thanks, James.
Yeah.
Good to see you.
Yeah.
Hey, it's time for the Bonafide Security Solutions Short Track Report. For cameras and alarm systems for your home or business, program card access, custom-made security doors, on-call locksmith work, and more, it's a lock. Support the racers at Team Bonafide by calling 262-790-9400 or go online, bonafidesafe.com. Bonafide protects what you value. Wilmot Raceway winner Saturday night were the throngs of fans that got to attend the Kenosha County Fair and see some great racing. Greg Wilson of Benton Ridge, Ohio, started 14th, won the 30-lap IRA Outlaw Sprint feature. The Roger Isles Tribute Race. Early race leader Jake Blackhurst settled for second. Joby Miller, known for collecting driller trophies in the micro sprints.
I've seen him a lot. He's done a lot of that. He's got a whole shelf of them.
Tulsa shootout.
Yeah.
Towed 8 hours from Missouri to Wilmot, finished third in the IRA Sprints feature. Tyrod Tyler Cuxhouse, a guest on 2 of our 2024
That's
shows.
right.
Fended off a handful of drivers for his second win at Wilmot in the Wisconsin New England Sprints feature. And we heard from Trinity Utek. She finished 5th. Past guest show, in fact, he was on last week at Bonafide Security Night. Mark Heinert pulled off a win in the IRA Lightning Sprints. CK Contractors LLC.com brings us to Wilmot Raceway and Wisconsin New England Sprints coverage. Hire the pros at CK Contractors for Lake Michigan shore restoration, lot grading, excavation, retention pond building, and a whole lot more. Visit ckcontractorsllc.com to learn more. This Saturday night at Wilmot, it's the lone 2024 appearance of the Badger Midgets in the Norm Nelson Classic, joined by the Wisconsin Wingless, Street Stocks, and Bandits. Details at wilmotraceway.com. Bumper to Bumper IRA Outlaw Sprints co-headlined Cornfest last Sunday night, Angel Park Speedway in Sun Prairie. Joby Miller won over Jake Newman and Greg Wilson. Highest finishing Wisconsin driver in the IRA Outlaw feature was Danny Schlafer of Schlafer Auto Body in Lannon. He finished 6th. Badger Midgets Cornfest feature, it was Daniel Robinson in victory lane for the second consecutive week at the Prairie. Brandon Wilty gave Robinson all he could handle. Then Parker Jones raced up to second. Next week's show guest, Derek Dorr, ran 3rd. Madison International Speedway concluded their points night Friday night. Points season, I should say, Friday night. Rain washed out the second round of the features. Ryan Goldade won the late model feature. Zach Riddle was crowned late model champion. His 4th title at Madison.
Only 4?
He
wins a lot there.
In a row.
Oh, okay. All right. Gotcha.
In the Misfits, Brady Little won the race. Dan Snyder won the points championship. Dylan Klinger ended his 6 shooters championship winning season in victory lane. And Jackson Martindale won the High School Racing Association feature with Kennedy Krieger awarded the championship. This Friday night at Wisconsin's fastest half mile, I heard you talking about it before.
Yeah.
Howie Letto Classic for the ASA Midwest Tour 100-lap feature, plus the Midwest Truck Series in the Howie Letto Classic presented by Hogan Farms. Details there at misracing.com. Speaking of the ASA Midwest Tour, Gabe Summers, back-to-back years, victorious in the Hawkeye 100 this past Saturday night at Hawkeye Downs Speedway
You were there.
Iowa.
You were there.
I was there.
Yep.
Really good race.
Yeah.
Yeah. He held off a fast closing and fast qualifier, John Beal. Kendrick Cryer finished 3rd in his first ever Midwest Tour start. It was pretty impressive. Started on the front row. It was one of them deals after the invert. You thought, wow, this kid will run up front for a few laps.
Yep.
And he stayed there the whole night.
Wow.
It was really impressive. Our Slinger Super Speedway coverage brought to you by Ricardo's Pizza, located in downtown Greendale since 1970. Ricardo's is owned by racer Richie Locke and his family. Ricardo's Pizza takes pride in their dough made fresh daily, fresh produce, signature sauce, and the best Wisconsin cheeses. Order the best at ricardosgreendale.com. This Sunday night at the Slinger Super Speedway, Current Electric Creative Construction Alan Kowicki Memorial Night, highlighted by a 77-lap super late model feature. Tickets and info, slingersuperspeedway.com.
In the 77th year at Slinger, the 7s
That's
are all
right.
matching up.
That's right.
So there's going to be probably some racers that haven't raced there in a while going, I got to win the Quickie Trophy.
And it's the second last night for the super late models.
Yep.
Big night. Weston Marthaler in a late model prepared by Kelly Byers won the Dells Raceway Park feature Saturday night. Marthaler ran modifieds last year at DRP. Marthaler restarted 3rd with 6 laps to go. pulled off the winning pass with 3 to go. It was his first career late model win. Penn Sauter won the 6-lap Diamond Racing Wheels Dash. Andrew Borntrager won the UMA Sportsman feature. Matt Pate dominated the modified headliner. Our DRP coverage sponsored by Diamond Wheels, your destination for stock car, road racing, autocross, beadlock wheels, off-road and dirt track, custom chrome finished wheels, and more. It's diamondracingwheels.com. Just 2-point nights remain at Dulles Raceway Park. This Saturday night, it's the big Marlin Shoes Walbeck Classic presented by Auto Value Parts Stores. Full details and money-saving advance tickets available at DullesRaceway.com. Blue Race this past Thursday night at WIR. It was washed out and rescheduled for this Thursday night, August the 22nd. And Beaver Dam Raceway this week announced they will finish their 2024 weekly schedule as planned, but announced that the track is shifting to special races only in 2025, eliminating weekly points racing that's been held the last few years on Tuesday nights.
That's a big deal.
It is.
I think it's a great track, and I know that the specials will be cool. Just a matter of making that adjustment of weekly racers now trying to find another place to go, and hopefully the racers will support it as well when it comes to just special events. It's hard to get that schedule, and you're not there every week or every Tuesday.
Yeah,
so
they have such great specials there between the IRA Sprints and the World of Outlaws.
Yep.
Great facility.
Yep, a lot of great racing. I'm sure they're going to have other divisions as well. We have a lot of star power here tonight. I mentioned Dave Coleman's here from Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel. Hi, Dave. We have Doug Schellenberger, who's over here. He knows everything there is to know about winged Superbirds when it comes to production vehicles, racing history. He is the president of the Daytona Superbird Aero Club, which talks about Mercury Cyclones and all that stuff back in the day. Doug's here hanging out with us tonight. He's got his dad's 1971. 70. Beautiful. Lime green from the factory showroom. His dad's 70 Superbird as his personal car. Pretty cool. And he's got Ramos Stotts Racing Superbird that he keeps great care of. It's wonderful to know that Doug's here tonight. Thank you, Doug, for being here.
Did you ever try to fit one of those things in your garage?
No, I think Doug had to. Did you have to add on a second story and then just kind of lay it down? They were kind of long. Yeah, it probably fits by, what, a quarter inch? Great to see you here, Doug. We got stars. We got one next to you, Dean.
Yeah, that's who I thought when you started talking about stars. That's who I thought.
I got a layer of the stars. See, there's constellations full of stars, and then there's Bill Howland. Bill, you've been making a lot of miles under the stars this summer, going to a bunch of races.
This conversation's completely off the rails, but I have put some miles on.
Well, I'm trying to bring it back to at least one half a wheel on the track. What were you up to this past weekend?
This past weekend, let me stop and think because they're all running together. Jim Langrick Memorial at Marshfield Motor Speedway, which is part of our coverage in the upcoming segment. Also went to a rain makeup at State Park Speedway in Wausau on Sunday. You're asking, with everything that's going on and big shows that you're probably going to miss because schedules, in large part because of rain, there's races I want to be at, and I can't be in two places at once.
Right.
That's going to be a real cause of frustration in the next 2 weeks. So why are you shooting just a regular race night? Well, there is a very strong possibility State Park Speedway may be done after this season.
Yep.
We don't know for certain, but that possibility is out there. I've been going to that racetrack since 1981. I'm not going to miss a chance to see a race there and to cover a race there when I'm less than an hour and a half from the racetrack.
And we've had the good fortune of having you and knowing you as long as I have. You've got footage that you've been part of, and you are part of the history and the fabric of that racetrack, as well as many other tracks you get to cover. How much fun is that, knowing that I don't know where you keep it all, where you got videotapes or you got 3/4 inch or beta or whatever you have it in, or DVDs. I mean, it's kind of cool knowing that you've got a way to kind of reflect back on that rather than just try to remember it with a racing program or some photos.
There's a lot of neat memories on various forms of video that I've had the privilege to see at that racetrack since I started covering racing there in 1994.
Madison International Speedway already wrapped up their point season for 2024. Let's now go to Bill Howland's In the Groove coverage, including the Golden Sands Speedway Super Late Model Track Championship. It was decided this past weekend. Bill's full In the Groove happens right now.
Hi, I'm Bill Holland in the groove at Golden Sands Speedway. It's season championship night for the super late model drivers this evening, and of the top 5 drivers in the standings, none has ever won the championship here. There's a very good chance we'll crown a new super late model champ tonight. Merrill's Levon Vandergeest leads the point standings coming into the night.
It would mean a whole lot to us as a team to be able to secure it tonight.
Right behind, third-generation Central Wisconsin driver Colin Refner.
It's been a short season, but yeah, to be able to add my name on the record books as a Golden Sands Speedway Super Late Model champion would be a real special thing here.
Kendrick Cryer in the 66, two-time Marshfield champion Darren Jackson in the 2, and Travis Volm in the 76, all in the championship race. Volm gains ground on the leaders by setting fast time and qualifying.
You know, I mean, it'd be cool. We want to win one, and you know, we got a little. I think we're about 17 back here or something like that. I mean, it's obviously can be done. We just got to have a good night.
In the Central Wisconsin Super Stocks, Adam Rakowski in the 6 is looking to hold on for his first ever feature win. Caleb Hurlis in the 13, and multi-time track champion Brian Weinfurter right behind. Rakowski, wheeling the car his dad raced for many years here, will get the job done, taking the checkers.
Watching my dad do it for the past 25 years and my rookie season last year, it feels pretty darn good to park it in victory lane.
Heat race winner Peyton Olson on the pole and longtime veteran Monty Gress on the front row for the race that will decide the Super Late Model Season Championship. Olson leads, Minnesota's Michael Hager second, Gress, Derek Van Driel in the 12 car. Trouble up front. Olson goes around in front of the field. Point leader Levon Vandergeest spins. We are under caution early. And Darren Jackson's night is over. Back to green with Colin Refner taking over the lead. Fox Valley driver Grayson Bennett running second in the 119 car. And 2 cars in the barrels on the front stretch. Monty Gress and Levon Vandergeest. Vandergeest is able to drive away, but he's headed to the pits. Colin Refner now in a position to win his first super late model feature at Golden Sands. He leads pro late model point leader Kendrick Cryer, Ty Fredrickson in third, and Jevin Goralski running fourth. Coming to the checkers, it's Colin Refner with a feature win and the 2024 Super Late Model Track Championship.
We've had several slip away here in the closing laps, and just very, very thankful, very proud we were able to close the deal finally and get it done.
At Dells Raceway Park, 15-year-old Ty Fredrickson leads the Alive for 5 Super Late Model standings, coming into race number 4, the Badger State 125.
We got the points lead, so the biggest deal is to not be dumb and don't take yourself out of the contention to get the championship.
Former Alive for 5 champ Casey Johnson sits second in points. 2022 Series champion Gabe Summers won the last 2 Alive for 5 races after blowing an engine in the opener. He's in third.
Tough to rebound from that, but I think we're well on our way to getting back up to the front, and hopefully we can get a chance at it. We just got to keep finishing the best we can and go for the wins.
In qualifying, it's 2-time Alive for 5 champ Luke Fenhouse quickest on the stopwatch.
We're hitting on some things, in the past couple weeks now, and I think we're in the right direction, and hopefully we can make it better and be competitive later on tonight for the win.
Dells Raceway Park is where the 602 Outlaw Late Model class was born, and the Outlaws are in action tonight. A number of veteran drivers racing in this class. Former Artgo Series regulars John Lemke in the 71 and Pete Moore in the 76, side-for-side racing for the 3rd spot. Up front, it's former Slinger Speedway champ and Slinger Nationals winner Dennis Prunty taking the checkers.
I really like this division. You got older drivers, younger drivers, and all season I'm just trying to don't hit anybody, help this division grow. It's an awesome division.
Former Alive for 5 champ Gabe Summers and current point leader Ty Fredrickson on the front row as the field takes the green flag for the Badger State 125. Championship contenders up front early, but these races are often decided late. Trouble in turn 4. Iowa's Cody King in the 14 and Dells Pro Late Model champion Mike Litchfield involved in this one. Back to green, and here we go for the lead. Gabe Summers looking to win 3 straight Alive for 5 races. Luke Fenhouse has other ideas and takes the lead from Summers. Fenhouse, the two-time series champion, not in the points this year after missing one race. Caution again, this time for Portage, Wisconsin's Alex Hartwig in his super late model debut. Back to green, and contact between Mike Litchfield's 44 and Ty Fredrickson going into turn 1. The 36 gets the worst of this one. The point leader with damage, and caution flies. Luke Fenhouse continues to lead, with Gabe Summers running in the second spot. Ryan Farrell came into the night 4th and alive for 5 points. He's battling Jeff Storm and Casey Johnson, trying to hang on to 3rd. Last lap, and this one belongs to Luke Fenhouse, his first super late model win in 2024.
It's good to be back here. It's good to just have good run. Obviously, you said it early on, we needed it, and I think we're right on the right package and page we need to be to keep going forward and keep winning races.
At Marshfield Motor Speedway, the Jim Langerich Memorial honors the man who built this racetrack back in the 70s. 2023 Super Late Model champ Mark Eswine raced for the longtime promoter for years.
He took very good care of us racers. He was personable, always took time to talk to us, good day, bad day. Good businessman for the track.
The Marshfield regulars are joined by 7-time Slinger Speedway champion and 5-time Wisconsin International Raceway Red, White, and Blue champ Lowell Bennett.
I think we came here twice in '99 and twice in 2000, so we always had a good time over here, and the people always accepted us, and had a great time racing here, and I really liked the racetrack.
In qualifying, it's Jared DeBoer fastest on the half mile.
Tore up the last time we were here. We've been at it the last month. Unbelievable, more sleepless nights than not, and come out fastest and scuffs at fast time. First time ever, we've always podiumed and never got it done. We got it done now.
In the vintage class, Minnesota's Jim Kulseth in the 20 leads Jared Lindner in the 72. The same number 72 late model longtime Marshfield favorite Bill Lindner raced here on dirt in the 80s. Tonight, it's Jared Lindner with a last lap pass for the win, putting his dad's old race car in victory lane at Marshfield once again.
Dad bought an 88, and it's an 82, so it's 40, 41 years old, so it's getting up there, so still performing really well.
In the 4-cylinder Bandits, Wausau's Abby Cohn is trying to hold on for her first feature win. Point leader Austin Roch in the 21 is right there looking to make the pass, but Cohn holds on. She's first to the checkered flag.
I've been waiting like 4 years to finally win a feature, and now that it's happened, I can't believe it.
We've got Ryan Chemnitz in the 39 and Noah Gajewski in the 10 on the front row as the field takes the green flag in the Jim Langerich Memorial Super Late Model main event. Fast qualifier Jared DeBoer and Gajewski side by side battling, they get together. This one will come down to a green-white checkers. Mark Eswine in the 71, leading third-generation Fox Valley driver Brazen Bennett in the 119. Jevin Goralski, the 16-year-old out of Wausau, runs third. At the checkers, it's Eswine with the Langerich Memorial feature win.
I definitely wanted to feature win in the worst way tonight, and I gave it my all.
Maybe it's fitting that a number of drivers who found victory lane tonight had fond memories of Jim Langerich. That's the sort of thing that makes these memorial nights that much more special. I'm Bill Holland. Thanks for watching, and thanks to everyone who makes our program possible. We'll see you next time we go in the groove on the Racing Roundup Show.
That was cool. Thanks, Bill. Good stuff, man.
As always, thanks for the opportunity. I really enjoyed it. Thanks for the extra time also.
Oh, yeah, we got a little extra time in there. You know why? Because there's so much good racing going on. We encourage you to join us at a racetrack near you. Tell us what your favorite racetracks are. We got a lot of fun. We get to hang out. We talked to Dean about going to Daytona. He wants to go short track racing. He'll probably hit a short track on the way there, for goodness sakes. I mean, we would just can't get enough of this, can we?
No, and it gets in your blood, and it's hard to get out.
And when it comes to this kind of racing, we get the chance to see some racing we don't normally see in southeastern Wisconsin. CW18 folks hope you get a chance to say, okay, I'm going up north for this. Wait, it's in Plover. I think I could make that race. Let me see what there's racing going on. So that's all part of what we get to enjoy and do here on the show. Thanks, Bill.
You're welcome. Thanks much.
Thank you, Dean Strong, for joining us on the program. Thank you for being part of the program. I want a big hand for our guest tonight, Trinity Utek. Thank you for coming down with the trophy. Thank you, Mark Wimberly, for making memories travel. NASCAR's Christian Eckes joining us live via video. Thank you, Greg Lapine, for lining that up as well. We have had a ball tonight. Thank you, Jeff Wessel, for bringing the whole HRP gang down as well. Glad to have Jeffrey on the program. We can remove from his favorite time of year at Knoxville Raceway in Knoxville, Iowa. We're looking forward to next week's show. We got a lot to cover for you. This coming weekend, we'll have to see you at the Milwaukee Mile on Sunday. Slingers Sunday night. Yep, that's the Alan Quicken Memorial Race. There's a lot of racing between now and then. By all means, we encourage you to set your DVRs. Support your local racing. Until next Tuesday night, have at it, racers.
We hope you enjoyed tonight's show. Remember to tell your friends and watch our 30-minute TV show on Milwaukee's CW18 this Saturday morning at 11:30. Like our show on Facebook, follow and interact with us on X and Instagram at Racing Roundup. Join the racing crowd at our live show and win prizes. For our latest show schedule and to watch all of our shows on demand, visit our website, racingroundupshow.com. We are delivering fresh content every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Central. Until next time, race fans, on behalf of our entire crew, this is Dean Strom reminding you to support your local racetracks, set your DVRs, and have at it, racers.